So we are working with Mr. Theo on his relax on a mat exercise. And if you'll notice that right now he's in his DOWN, and then he's starting to dip his nose down towards the mat. That's what we're looking for. The end result is that I want him to actually rest his little chin down to get into the most relaxed position that he can. But for the time being, with him just engaging with the mat, sniffing down at the mat, and dipping his little nose down is fine. It's proximity, and then we'll start getting to where we get closer and closer, just resting our little chin down. But I'll toss the treat off. Here you go, bud. Just kind of show you what this looks like. Here you go. He's done an excellent job. Just so you know, initially, I just want him to understand that the mat is where the good stuff happens. And then I give him a treat for giving me a SIT and then a DOWN. And he's already just coming on over and giving me a DOWN and relaxing. So the reason that I keep spelling everything out for our little pup here is because this is a command-free exercise. We're 100% silent. We just let him work this through on his own. Good, buddy. And reason being is that is how they really internalize this and get to the point that they are aware that he has emotional intelligence himself. So if he starts getting wound up, that he has the capacity to calm his own self down. So I've had folks that use this for, good job, bud, dog-friendly hotels, for plane rides, anything that's going to get your pup too wound up. So obviously for puppies, the witching hour of about 7 p.m. in the evening, when our pups start getting really wound up, is a great opportunity for us to utilize our relax on the max. We know we got that in our arsenal. So anytime that their body is in a really relaxed position, then anything that's going on around them is going to be perceived as A-okay, nothing to be concerned about, because their body is sending the signal that we can be relaxed and at ease, because our body is at ease. Perfect. So if you notice his little hips cocked out, he's getting in a more relaxed position, and then he did a good job, even better job, resting his chin down. Start to really dapple that chin down instead of just bobbing it up and down like he was doing before. So he's already making some great progress. So again, this can be utilized for anything that's going to get your pup perfect wound up. And one minor side note is that you always want to be treating him from the mat. Set the treat down on the mat itself, because it'll help him to be comfortable with the mat and be looking down. You don't want him to be focused on you and what you've got going on. You want him to go internally and relax as much as possible. The last thing that I'll say on this is, good job, bud. Anytime that you're working this exercise, if something were to startle your pup, you heard some sound, hear my little one in the background, I'm actually going to treat him for that. Or if a doorbell rings or a car horn goes off, anything that would get your pup wound up, it's an excellent opportunity to treat your pup if he's able to stay down and relax. And that's really when you're starting to utilize this for real world purposes. Good job, bud. Perfect. So we'll keep chipping away at this. He's doing a really, really good job. Understands the mat is where the good stuff happens and is going into a nice, relaxed body posture. So we're just going to start to be a little bit more meticulous on when we treat him. Good. So now that we know that he's getting that in his arsenal, that he's really resting his chin down a little bit better, then we'll start to increase our criteria to make it more challenging. Good. And wait for moments like that before we treat him. Perfect. You're doing excellent, Mr. Theo.